Well, hey everyone, I'm Eric Kimball. Welcome to the Get Her Done Workshop. If you've been watching the Get Her Done Workshop series, you know that this is a kind of a workshop studio in the living room of a old manufactured home. And I got myself a workbench here. It's more like a work table. It's not like a bench you can pound on, but I took a door off one of the bedrooms, laid that over the sawhorses, and it came in pretty handy on this project here. So you know, if you've watched, that I needed to make a cover for a standpipe out in my field. And I finally got it done. And I'm not going to show you every step of the process, because how many people need to build a cover for a standpipe out in their field? My guess is that there aren't very many. But there were things that we could learn, or that I could show you. And one was how to cut this circle, 36-inch diameter circle with a table saw. And so that was a previous video. And we had some other circle discussion videos. What I did was I had some pressure-treated lumber left over from my porch project. I made a cross piece here so that will fit inside the standpipe. You know, it'll index right there. So it might shift just a little, but it's not going to slide off. And then what I did around the perimeter, and I will close up and give you a view of this, but I cut some aluminum flashing and I bent it around. Okay, I notched it and I bent it around. I put screws all the way around the perimeter, stainless steel screws. I topped it off with some of this peel and stick roofing material. I call it ice and water shield. I had a piece, a small piece, and this is what's left of it. This is like a tough rubber membrane that goes on the lower courses, or you could do the whole roof, underneath the shingles. Okay, a wonderful product. And I had enough to do this, but I had to seam it, which yeah, or overlap it, that's what we call it. I overlapped it right here, just like you would on the roof. I used my heat gun to get that sealed down, because here in December, we don't have much heat, and I wanted to make sure this was well stuck, well adhered, I should say. Let me close up here, I'll show you this, and then we are going to go out in the field, out into the winter wonderland that we have out there today, and we'll see what this looks like on the standpipe. And then, just as a kind of a preview, at the very end of this video, I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to show you a idea that I had. It was a problem I had. It's something I wanted to do, woodworking. And I looked on YouTube, I looked on the internet. No one told how to do this. So I came up with a solution. I'm pretty pleased with myself, and I'll just show you what it is, and then in a future video I'll show you how to do it. So right here you can see the top, and you can see that when I heated it with a heat gun, I bent it over the edge. While it was very pliable and sticky, I bent it over the edge just a little bit. And the metal strip here, once that was on and screwed on, like you see here, I took pliers, went all the way around the perimeter, and gave it a little bit of a bend. Okay, so I've created a drip edge. Hopefully the water will come down off of this and drip off, instead of going back with capillary action back into that plywood. But in the event that it does go back into that plywood, I have a secondary drip edge. Here you can see where I overlapped, okay? And you can see that it's bent out all the way around. And then to seal it, I put a bead of this through the roof. This is the best product that I have ever encountered for sealing on a roof, any kind of sealing. So I put that all the way around, and then I smeared it in, and then I thought, gee, maybe I could put a whole bead, just a bead, all the way around. There you can see the bead all the way around. It ain't pretty, but it's there. It's a little, like a 1/4 inch or maybe just under bump. So if the water gets past here, it comes to here, I believe it will just drip off before it goes back any further. We'll find out. That's the theory. lovely day. Oh, I left my lights on in there. Whoa. No problem. I'd be curious to see the water level in the standpipe because we've had a lot of rain before it turned to snow here. There we go. Let's take a look down in the pipe first. See what we got. Oh my goodness. We're up to the two pipes, two drain pipes on the right side there. The incoming pipe is about 10 inches below those on the left. Yeah, so it's working. Okay. This is not that heavy, fortunately. Yeah, a little bit of jiggle, but not much. Oh, that's nice. I am very happy with that. Now let me tell you something about this. I thought somehow I got to anchor this down. And I came up with this idea where I would have eye hooks, like 3 eye hooks, and then I'd have S hook that would go down and hook into a hole here, and I would put bungee cords or the unbungees that I like to use. So I had it, you know, this plan to anchor this down. And then I thought to myself, well, why don't I just put a rock on top? And that's what I'm going to do. I got quite a selection around here. It might not even need a rock. I got a feeling, but there might be some uplift in a big storm, and I just feel better about having a little bit of weight. There's a rock, you know? I think that'll do it. Maybe I'll do 2 rocks. It's not like I have a shortage of these things. So finally, I got her done. And now I want to go back in the Get Her Done workshop where it's nice and warm, and I'll show you that thing I was telling you about. So here is what I'm going to be showing in a future video. Right there. How to put a tenon, any length, any diameter, on the end of a chunk of firewood, like you see right there. With a table saw. With a table saw. Now you could turn a tenon on a chunk of firewood or a rough piece of tree branch with a lathe, no problem. But a table saw, and we're talking a square edge, square shoulder, I should say. Square shoulder, not those tapered. You can do that on the table saw. There's lots of videos about that. But a square shoulder, okay? That's what I'm going to show in a future video. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. So we'll see you in the next one, folks. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.